Good day, we are here to just use some news we have gathered so far. Observers, Edo governorship election credible, met international standards. A coalition of INEC-accredited domestic observers for Edo State governorship election say they are satisfied with the exercise. The groups stated that the election was free, credible, transparent and met international standards. Stakeholders in the state were urged to accept the result as a true reflection of the will of the people of the state. A coalition of Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) accredited domestic observers for Edo State governorship election have expressed satisfaction with the conduct of the exercise, noting that the election was free, credible, transparent and met international standards. The domestic observer groups at a press conference in Benin City on Monday, September 21st noted that INEC was resolute, prepared and committed to conducting a credible, free and fair governorship election in Edo State by providing a level playing ground for all the political parties and ensuring timely, uneven distribution of election materials across the entire polling units as well as timely commencement of the election.
Governor Godwin Obaseki was declared the winner of the Edo governorship election credible.
A spokesperson for the coalition, Mr. Victor Kalu, said the law enforcement agents were duty conscious and performed their jobs dispassionately, adding, the law enforcement agents and other designated government officials to the election abided by the terms of reference and status of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, before, during and after the election. The coalition declared that the exercise met the international standards for credible democratic elections and urged that the results should be accepted by all as a true reflection of the will of the people of the state. We are happy to observe that much of the perceived tension and fear of Edo State to be submerged with electoral violence and other security breaches during the election stemmed from the information which unscrupulous elements and people outside the state were peddling because Edo State is perceived to be prone to electoral violence. We observed with satisfaction that INEC's uncompromising position on the strict compliance to the use of smart card readers, which was very effective during the election, and cancellation of results where applicable, due to violence and other violations, to a very large extent, defined the entire exercise and positioned INEC as truly committed to getting it right in our electoral process as a democratic nation. The group of election observers recommended that INEC, political parties and stakeholders, especially the civil society group, should engage more on voter education and mobilization before every election to improve and encourage improved voter participation during elections. They applauded all security agencies for their impressive professional conduct during the election, adding there was no record of intimidation and harassment due to their overzealous interference. The observers also commended INEC for remaining resolute and committed to giving Edo, and indeed Nigerians, such a wonderful and acceptable election. Thank God for the election, and congratulate Governor Godwin Obaseki, the winner of the Edo governorship election. Next to, sad day as Boko Haram insurgents kill a Nigerian army colonel in Borno. The colonel of the Nigerian army has lost his life in an ambush by Boko Haram. The late army officer, Colonel D. Boko, was killed on Sunday, September 20, in Borno. Lieutenant General Tukur Burade expressed shock over the death of the fallen army officer. A report by the channel's TV indicates that a Nigerian army, Colonel D. Boko, has been killed in a Boko Haram ambush. Niger Empire gathered that the news of Colonel Boko's death was disclosed by the force in a communique issued on the night of Monday, September 21st. The report quoted the newsletter signed by an army spokesman, Colonel Adu Isa, that the fallen soldier was gallant and was one of the finest war heroes. The statement further revealed that Col Boko always led from the front and was a patriotic Nigerian who led a patrol to clear Boko Haram terrorists from Sabongari Wayiroko axis near Dambo. The army troops fighting Boko Haram in the northeast zone of Nigeria. Source: Twitter. The deceased's patrol team entered an ambush at about 10 a.m. on Sunday, September 20th, while carrying out his duty. Under his able leadership, the troops cleared the ambush, resulting in the killing of scores of terrorists and recovery of weapons and equipment. Sadly, however, he was wounded in action and immediately evacuated by the Air Task Force Operation Lafayette to the 7th Division Hospital at Maymalari Cantonment. The late senior officer was recuperating well after a successful operation at the hospital, in good spirit, and also said his prayers in the early hours of this morning before his sad passing on at the hospital. May Almighty Allah grant his soul eternal rest. Amin, the communique read in part. The TV also stressed that the Chief of Army Staff, COS, Lieutenant General Tiburade, expressed his heartfelt condolences to the deceased's esteemed family, on behalf of himself, gallant troops of Operation Lafayette, and all well-meaning Nigerians. The COS said, "We are most grateful for his contributions and sacrifices to the motherland. May God grant eternal rest to the gentle soul of Col TC Bako and the souls of all Nigerian army officers and soldiers who paid the supreme prize in the defense of our fatherland." Next headline news. Femi Odola parties and dances at home with his children. Billionaire businessman Femi Odola has always put family first in everything he does, and his recent home party has further proven this. In a video that has gone viral, the oil mogul could be seen dancing as he partied at home with his daughters and his son on Sunday, September 20th. DJ Cuppy, Tulane, Temi and Fua enjoyed quality time with their father, who showed different dance moves as music played in the background. All work and no play makes the Odolas a dull family. This is where billionaire businessman Femi Odola and his children had a fun-filled Sunday as they partied and danced together at home. In a video that has emerged on social media, the oil magnate could be seen partying with his 3 daughters and his son, Fua.
Cuppy cars.
In other news, a Nigerian social and political critic, Reno Makre, has spoken on the trending Ferrari of the Odolas. In a tweet he made on Wednesday, September 16th, he told Tweeps that just because their dads did not buy them Ferraris, as Femi Odola did, does not make them inferior. He added that the cost of the Ferraris is less than 1% of the billionaire's wealth. Reno said that if one's dad spent 5% of his net worth providing education, he clearly did more than what Odola pulled off with the fast cars. Next to Survival Fund, FG releases registration schedule as portal opens. The Survival Fund initiative of the federal government has officially kicked off. An online portal for registration of prospective beneficiaries for the Survival Fund opens on Monday, September 21st. Nigerians interested in the payroll support scheme are to note that the site for registration will be open from 10 p.m. on the same day. The Survival Fund initiative is one of the ways in which the Buhari's administration is helping Nigerians post-COVID-19. Photo credit, @Buhari source, Twitter. The statement noted, Nigerians interested in the payroll support scheme are to note that the site for registration will be open from 10 p.m. Monday, September 21st, 2020. In order to ensure a seamless registration process, the Project Delivery Office, DO, has designed the registration schedule. Registration for payroll support will start with educational institutions on Monday and will be followed with businesses in the hospitality industry on Friday, September 25th. Beginning from 12 a.m. the portal will also be open to other categories of small businesses from 12 a.m. on Monday, September 28th, 2020. The office therefore advised those interested in benefiting from the fund to take note of the schedule and also log on to www.survivalfund.ng to register for the payroll support initiative. The federal government had on Thursday, September 10th flagged off 2 schemes to cushion the effects of COVID-19 and save over 100,000 small businesses in the country. Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment Ambassador Mariam Kadagam flagged off the schemes after briefing journalists in Abuja. According to her, over 1.7 million Nigerians will be positively impacted by the schemes. Next headline news. Edo election. Obasanjo reacts to PDP's victory, reveals what Obaseki needs to do. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has reacted to the just concluded Edo election. Governor Godwin Obaseki defeated the candidate of the APC on Saturday, September 19. Obasanjo, however, advised Obaseki to be magnanimous with the victory. Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State has been advised to be magnanimous after his miraculous victory over the candidate of the All Progressives Congress (APC), Osagiazi Amu, on Saturday, September 19th. Niger Empire reports that the advice was given by the Nigeria's former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, adding that it would be charitable and cool passions in the wider interest of the state and country for Obaseki to toe the path of magnanimity. The former president, in a statement issued on Monday, September 21st, by his special assistant on media, Kihinda Kaniemi, said a success recorded by the governor at last governorship election in the state was a proof that the people of the state valued his leadership and appreciated the efforts made thus far on their behalf.
Obasanjo picture.
I salute you and all those who worked for your re-election, he said. The former president noted that the outcome of the elections that have taken place so far broadly reflects the choice of the Nigerians who have, by their conduct, visibly demonstrated that they value our present democracy and will do their utmost to make it work. I urge you, therefore, to reciprocate their trust by doing everything you can to strengthen their faith in democracy and in its ability to bring about improved material conditions and better service delivery. I also count on your support of well-meaning Nigerians like me in our quest for national peace, stability and economic development, and trust that you will play an active and visible role in our pursuit of these noble and desirable objectives. You have fought and won the elections and deserve to savor the victory despite all the odds and challenges posed by the opposition. As you rejoice, however, I would urge that you should be magnanimous in victory and stretch a hand of fellowship to the other candidates who failed in their bid for the elected office. Such a gesture is not only charitable, but should also help at this time to cool passions in the wider interest of the nation and your state. You are now, as before, governor of Edo State and not governor of only those who voted for you in Edo State. I felicitate with you, once again, on your renewed mandate and, as you prepare for another 4 years at the helm, I extend best wishes for your good health and the continued progress of Edo State under your able leadership. This is the news for today. Group of Dots. Kindly subscribe to our channel for more interesting news.